Good morning. It is Sharice here. It's 5:11 a.m. and I am about to start getting ready for work. Hold on, I just want to clean off the screen a little bit. Yep, now y'all can see me clearly. Oh wait, let me keep that tissue. It's not even really dirty. I can use it for my brushes. All right, so my face is freshly cleansed. And I'm about to show you a product that has really been changing my skin. I've only been using it for the past 4 days, 3 days, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, today's Monday. So 3 days, and I have seen a drastic change in the amount of acne that's been on my face. Y'all know I was breaking out really bad on this side, and I was breaking out really bad on my chin. And I even had a breakout up here on my forehead, and those are almost completely gone. And I think it's due to this new product I recently added to my skincare routine from Clinique, and it's their Acne Solutions Clarifying Lotion. This is a salicylic acid acne medicine, and this is a toner. It says lotion, but it's a toner. As you can see, it's liquid. And all you do is just shake it up. There's like a powder that's at the bottom. You shake it up until the powder is completely dissolved into the liquid, and then you apply it just like any other toner. And what I love about this is that it has both natural and chemical ingredients to help combat acne and other skin issues. So it has witch hazel in it, it has glycerin in it, but also has salicylic acid in it. So yeah, and caffeine. And some other natural ingredients from the sea. But yeah, the active ingredient is 1.5% salicylic acid. And it has been working great for my skin. So we're going to use that right now because I haven't done it yet. But I can see the difference. Like after the first day, I could tell. I was like, this really helped. So I think this is going to be a product that I continue to use for a long time. Well, I'm going to buy another backup bottle this weekend. But I'm literally using just a Shiseido cotton pad or Shiseido facial cotton, and I'm just rubbing this all over my face. Making sure to get behind my ear as well, under the chin, and then I go down my neck. And I use both sides of my facial cotton. You want to be careful going over your eyes so that you don't get it in your eye. I do run it over my lids very carefully. Don't forget your nose, your brows, and I go right up to my hairline last. Basically anywhere where you break out. I normally don't break out on my chest, but I feel like I should just take it everywhere. All right. Now that's done, we can go on with moisturizer. And today I'm going to try and use up the rest of my Clinique Moisture Surge. I've been liking this too, but I have other moisturizers I need to use up and get through. But we're just going to use this Clinique 72-hour auto-replenishing hydrator. It's called their Moisture Surge. I've had this little sample for a while, and I've just been using it in combination with this new toner since they're both Clinique. But I do really like how the Moisture Surge feels on the skin. Like I'm almost done with this. I'm just trying to use it up today. There we go. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any more of this out, so I'm throwing away this little sample. But I really like the texture of this because it's kind of like a gel, as you can see. Which gel moisturizers tend to be a lot better for people that have more oily skin because they're not as heavy as like creamier moisturizers. And this moisturizer doesn't make you feel greasy at all. Makes your skin feel nice and supple and smooth and hydrated. Okay. Now we're going to move into primer. I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. And I'm going to do 4 pumps. I already know what foundation I want to wear. We already know the palette we're going to use for this week. It's going to be kind of a low-key week for me at school. Because testing is starting tomorrow. And on most testing days, basically all the testing days, we don't have Connect, which is, I'm a Connect teacher, so like extra curricular activities like computer lab, art, PE, music. Because testing can take up to the entire school day. And it just messes with the schedule, and some classes will come, some classes won't, and it's a lot going on. All right, we've got that primer on. Just really like to make sure that I've got it into the skin. Feels really good. And for my second primer today, let's use this right here. The Benefit, I'm trying to use this up. The Benefit, the Professional Matte Rescue, and the T-Zone. I'm trying to just use up all my smaller size products and samples. Okay, yeah, that's enough. We can spread this out. This also has a gel texture. I really like this primer. For a second, I thought it was breaking me out, but it was something else breaking me out a while ago. I'm just focusing this in my T-zone, my eyelids, my forehead, the brow area, and the sides of my nose. Now I'm supposed to take it on my chin. Okay, we are primed. This has been a really, really good primer combination for me. It works well with every foundation I've tried it with. Today, the foundation we're going to be wearing is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm going to wear the shade 6W2 Nutmeg today. Well, we'll see how that looks, if I need to darken it up or not. I'm like, right now, 7W1 Deep Spice is like my true summer shade when I get a tan. But I'm a little bit deeper, so I picked up 6W2. But I prefer the way 7W, excuse me, I've been the hiccups. I prefer the way 7W1 looks on my skin more than Nutmeg, which is 6W2, the shade right above it. I have some green tea. Nope, not that brush. This brush. I've been loving this brush for foundation, and it is so soft from BH Cosmetics. The 123 feels so nice. Okay, let's go on with this Double Wear. I'm just going to put just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way with Double Wear. It's one of my favorite foundations. Yeah, that was plenty enough. So I'm going to kind of spread it out. I'm going to blend it in. And this color isn't bad. It's just a little, to me, it looks more neutral than warm. Which can look a little like dull on my skin. But it's not bad. And it makes me look ashy on camera. Yeah, it's just not quite as rich as one shade darker, 7W1. Okay. So now I'm just going in and pressing this in. This brush is really, really, really soft. Feels really good on the skin. Okay, so that was a nice light layer. You can still see my birthmark kind of shining through a little bit. I can still see some of my imperfections peeking through just a little bit. So to help this foundation out a little, like just the shade of it, because I don't know, there's something about the tone of this that I'm like not 100% loving. So we're going to add a little bit of the Fenty Beauty Foundation in 450, which is a little bit too dark for me. It's a little too red, but this needs a little bit more richness to it. So I'm going to go in with some of this on the perimeters. And you can instantly see that this is very red. So I'm going to focus it literally around the perimeter of my face, in the bottom portion of my face. It's also going to help add coverage in those areas. So that was one pump. For the bottom half, we're going to do one pump on my forehead. This one is almost empty, but you can see how like much darker and red that is. And for all over, it's a little too much. But it's great for what I'm doing right now. It's almost acting like a bronzer. I'm also taking a little bit down the sides of my nose. Okay. So now I'm loving the finish, and these two work really well together. And both of these feel basically weightless on your skin, even though they have really, really good coverage. But yeah, the two together work so nice. All right, so we're done with foundation. Next, I'm gonna go in with the RCMA No Color Powder. I'm trying to not always use Coty Airspun, even though that is my favorite, but you know, and it's the most affordable, but I just feel like using the RCMA No Color Powder, which I'm halfway through the container that I have. Because there was a little while where I didn't have any Airspun. So I was using that primarily. So I'm just going to take the cap of my Airspun so I can put the RCMA inside. And this is what it looks like. RCMA No Color Powder. I'm going to put it in the cap. And I'm going to use it to set my entire face. And then go in with a skin tone powder. Because it's literally pure white. And we're going to apply it the same way I have been lately with the black top brush from BH Cosmetics. And I'm going to do my lids and my brow first. This is how I prime my lids for eyeshadow. Is by using my foundation to even out my lids. And under the eyes. Okay. And we're going to do the forehead. So I'm basically going to set my entire face with this powder. The RCMA No Color. I'm using it quite liberally. Yeah, I'm going to do almost my entire face with this powder. Okay. Whatever's left over, I'm kind of just taking on those other areas on my face. Let me take some down here. I have a new powder I'm really excited to try out, but we're going to save that for another day. Okay, so that's enough translucent powder. I'm just going to take whatever's in this cap and I'm putting it into my air sponge so the two can mix together. For my skin tone powder today, it's Cinco de Mayo today. Clap your hands and shout ole. The song is going to be stuck in my head. Okay, so now I have the color that I really want for this foundation. We are going to use Black Radiance, the shade Cafe. It was like literally the closest thing to me. And I'm going to use the same brush, but first I'm going to take the foundation brush because it is so soft and knock off this excess powder that is sitting on top of my skin. Yeah, this brush is so soft. This brush is everything. Wow, it feels so good. Wow. All right. Going in with the Black Radiance pressed powder. This is their oil-free matte finish formula in the shade Cafe 8614 on the same brush I used to apply the translucent powder. I'm going to begin pressing this into my skin, focusing on the areas that I didn't really do a heavy set, and then I'm going to overlap the areas that have already been set with the No Color powder, the RCMA. This is to ensure that my melanin is popping. And this powder also really helps to add a beautiful, smooth finish. I love Black Radiance powders. I have so many different shades of them because it's a brand that caters towards deeper skin tones. A lot of people say that this powder is similar to MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. But yeah, I have several powders I need to try out. I don't really need to buy any more powders. I did, during the Sephora VIB sale, get the Sephora one that everyone loves, the Micro Smooth, but I haven't tried it out yet because I'm just trying to get through what I have because I don't like to have too many things open because I have a lot of makeup, guys. I literally have basically a little miniature Ulta in my apartment, which when I move to my new apartment, I'm going to have to I want to reorganize and change the storage I have for makeup to something a little bit nicer than what I have right now. All right, so I don't know if you can see, but the center of my face, like around my eyes, is still highlighted compared to the perimeter of my face, even though I've been overlapping with a little bit of this powder that is brown like me. But yeah, you're left with a super smooth, flawless finish. Okay. I'm gonna wear my hair up in a puff today. Oh, wow. Somebody wants to be really disgusting and perverted. I'm a public school educator, thank you. And is that German? Ich komme aus Deutschland, du sprachst Deutsch? Alex seine Nase? What does that even? Alec, your nose? I know their nase is your nose. Whatevs. All right, let's highlight. I think I want to use. Sorry, my head is so itchy. I need to wash my hair. I've been trying to make it last 10 days. Today is day 9. I'm washing my hair after school today because I can't deal with it anymore. Like, it is so itchy. My scalp is like, why are you doing this to us? We're going to use Jackie Aina La Peach because it's pretty. And I just feel like it. If I can get it out of the drawer. Okay, I have a lot going on up here. If I move this, there we go. I need to move my glasses out of my bathroom. Yes, I wear glasses. Surprise. Oh, this is LeBron's. I want La Peach. Okay, I've got it. This is her Diamond Glow highlighter in collaboration with Artist Couture. Really, really pretty. I prefer La Peach, the lighter one, over LeBron's, even though LeBron's is pretty. They're both pretty. And it's a loose highlighter. So I'm going to use this. No, I'm not going to use this brush. I'm going to use this little brush from one of my newer BH Cosmetics sets. It's the number 140. And I'm just going to tap into the lid. Whatever's on the lid is what I'm going to use. Wow. So I'm kind of placing it where I want, and then I'm going to go in and blend it out. And this is more of like a glittery highlight, but it's so pretty. I like glittery highlights a lot. And this is just so pretty. Yep, and I'm literally just slowly building it up, and whatever's in the cap is what I use. Like, this will probably last me my entire life, honestly. So I'm kind of placing it. Then I'm going over it to blend. It's so pretty. It's so pretty and so glittery. Like, I don't think I'll be purchasing any other loose highlighters, but I had to support Jackie. She is one of my favorite YouTubers. But yeah, this should last me my whole life because a little bit goes a long way. Okay, so I have the cheekbones done. Now we're going to work on the brow bone. Oh my gosh, my hair is so itchy, y'all. My scalp is so itchy. I need to shampoo my hair. Yeah, I normally shampoo. Like, co-washing doesn't really work for me anymore. And that's not a thing for me. Like, I get better results when I shampoo or I do a bentonite clay rinse, you know, like to clarify. Like I need to clarify my hair. Like for me, that's just what's best. And then my products are what add moisture because I have pretty moisturizing products. Like I know what works for my hair now. So and shampoo is what works. Okay. 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 Wow, this is pretty. Okay. I have so many highlighters. It's like I forget how pretty this one is. And we're also going to use it on der Nase, the nose. No, that's German. Oh gosh. Nadies. I can't remember what comes before Nadies. And because this is glittery, like you're prone to getting a little bit of fallout on the other portions of your face, like on other parts of your face, but it doesn't bother me. The glitter, it's really pretty. Yeah, there's kind of like glitter kind of sparkles everywhere on my face now. That's okay. Sparkles! Who do I know that has an animal named Sparkles or something? And I'm also going to do my upper lip. Cupid's bow. Because I think it looks pretty. Okay, I'm done highlighting. Wow, we're doing so good on time today. I have a feeling I'm going to do a more neutral look today. I don't know. That palette has lots of possibilities, the Makeup Shayla palette. So we're going to go ahead and go on to eyebrows. Let me drink some more tea. This is the fraternity that I'm in, Sigma Alpha Iota. And it is a fraternity where on the collegiate level, you have to be a woman or you must identify as a woman in order to join on the collegiate level, but we do have male members as well. But on the collegiate level, you must identify as a woman to join. I haven't really been too in touch with it as of late, but I feel like once I move, there's an alumni chapter that's not too far away that I would love to join if they would have me so I can be more involved in it. Yeah, because I do miss it. We'll just see. I have a lot going on right now. And I'm going to have a lot going on as soon as I move. Like, really, I'm not going to have a break this summer. I've just realized. Unless I quit at Ulta early, which I don't want to do. But honestly, I need to start packing stuff up. It's really funny because like the other half of my apartment, like the other bedroom, I don't even use that like at all. But I guess I can start on that side and start going through that stuff first to see what can I get rid of because I'm moving into a 1-bedroom. I don't want a 2-bedroom. Speaking of, I need to call them today. So that I can put a deposit, apply today, and then hopefully put the deposit down Friday or even tomorrow. Because I know where I want to live already. Okay, bro. But yeah, I get my der, die, das and confused when it comes to German, and I get my el, los, lasses confused in Spanish. Because I don't really speak either language enough to really get truly proficient at either one. And it's just like, honestly, the only way I prefer a language class is the way I learned in high school from my German teacher. Like any other style of like learning, I don't know, I just don't really like it. Like if I were to take classes, not like just do it on my phone or something. I don't really have the motivation to teach myself either. But it would be nice if I were proficient in both, especially Spanish, because I have so many students that speak Spanish. And I really enjoy music that's in Spanish, but I'm always like, I don't know what they're saying. I don't know completely what they're saying. Like I have an idea of the general message a song is sending, but I don't know the details. Thank God I have lots of friends and coworkers that speak Spanish that don't mind telling me the deal about some of the stuff I listen to. Cause like low key, I'm like, they could be saying that like I know they're not. Like the song could totally be about like black people are ugly or we don't like dark skinned women and or I don't know what the song could be about, and I would just hate to be dancing around to that unknowingly, unaware that the artist was colorist or racist. That would not be good. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so my brows are almost done. I'm just trying to make sure that they are on the same page. This one's always a little kind of tricky because there's not much hair at the front at all. This one has some, this one doesn't. All right, I'm satisfied with that though. All right, time for the fun part, jumping into the Shayla palette. I don't think I'm gonna do any contour or bronzing today. I'm just gonna use this little bit of highlighter and leave it like that. It was so humid yesterday that my twist out, it's like frizzy now. Like it doesn't even look like I did anything to my hair. Which is why like it's about to be wash and go season. Like I'm either gonna be wearing a wash and go down, a puff wash and go, one or two, a low puff, high puff, or a slick back ponytail. Or like my hair flat twisted up in a protective style or in twist. Like there's gonna be once the humidity hits, there's no point in me doing like a stretch style because it's just gonna attract the moisture from the air and swell up and shrink up and get frizzy. And nobody got time for that. Like honestly, I think this week I want to do the slick back ponytail because my skin is looking a lot better. And that's one of my favorite hairstyles on myself. I love a slick back ponytail. I feel like it's fierce, just pull it all back. All right, let's jump into this. Like I said, I feel like I'm going to do a neutral look today using the palette. I already know I want to go in with Revenge as my transition color. that nice reddish orange shade. Let me take the plastic off the mirror so I don't have to hold up another mirror. I can just use the palette. It is Teacher Appreciation Week. That's what I want to talk about. So there's something specific I wanted to discuss in my video today. It is Teacher Appreciation Week. And I would love for you all, anybody that watches this video or sees this video, reach out to a former educator or current educator that you have and let them know that they have impacted you in a positive way and that they made a difference in your life. Find them on Facebook. If you know their address, write them a letter. Go visit the school if they're still working. Just pop up and roll up on them, and let them know that they made a difference and that they are important and that you value what they do and that you're thankful for them. Or you can do it for your kids. If you have children, tell one of your kids' teachers how much you care about them, appreciate them. Write them a card or something, or go see them in person, visit them in person, or give them a phone call. Let them know. Just let them know. So I thought I would talk about a few teachers. Bro, I can't remember all the teachers' names. I'm thankful and fortunate that I've had numerous, outstanding, stupendous educators in my life across the board, from elementary up to high school and across subject areas and content areas, all the way up to college. Let me rephrase. So, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people I could talk about. We're going to start with elementary school. Each day that I do a look with this palette, I'm going to talk about a different teacher this week, or a few different teachers from different areas of my life. So I'll break it up into elementary, middle school, high school, and college. So today I want to talk about some elementary teachers that I remember. And one that I want to talk about, whose name I can't remember, is actually my kindergarten teacher from when I lived in Germany. She actually used to write me letters up until I was in, I think, middle school. We were corresponding back and forth, and then I lost her contact information. But that lady used to write me when I was a preteen. Like, she kept in contact with me after many years, after we left the country, moved to the continental USA. So that's just something that touches me and something that I will always remember and be grateful for. That's just amazing. That's like some movie type teacher. Another elementary teacher will be my third grade teacher, Mrs. Nasuta. Miss Nasuta, I think she was Miss then. She might be married now. But this is when I lived in Maryland. It was actually right after I moved to Maryland from Louisiana. And she was my third grade teacher, and I just remember feeling so at home in her class, and it really made the transition to that school super easy because I loved her. We did so many fun projects that I can still remember to this day, like putting the bean in the bag with the paper towel and watching it grow. Oh, Lord. And just little stuff like that I remember about her class, and it being a very welcoming, warm environment. And I literally had no issues transitioning into that school. And then I had Mr. Knight in fourth grade at that same school, and he was my math teacher. We switched classes at that school. We had lockers. It used to be an old high school for colored people. Let's keep it real, during desegregation or segregation. It was a high school for Black students or colored students. So it turned, as the district and stuff grew, they changed it to an elementary school. That's how we had lockers. We switched classes. It was a really cool, fun experience that helped me prepare for middle school and high school. But anyway, Mr. Knight was super cool. I'll never forget how much he loved the Raiders. So I was 10 years old, and I vividly remember this man. I'm pretty sure he had red hair. He was a redhead ginger guy I think he was from the North, so that area. And he loved the Raiders. He had stickers on the wall, the flag up in the classroom. He loved the Raiders, and he was just a really good math teacher. Math is not my strong suit. Okay. I am not the best at math, but I am capable with good teaching. I can understand it and help other people. But he was just a really good math teacher. I'll never forget him. And then my music teacher at that school, I'm pretty sure, was Miss Bartlebaugh. That was her name, Miss Bartlebaugh. And she was just a great music teacher. I just remember her incorporating what we liked into her class. That's something I'll never forget. It was like every day or like every Friday when we had music or whatever. It was like at least once a week or every class. She would allow us to bring in a CD because back then we were using CDs. You could bring in a CD and share a song that you like, and she would let us like dance to it however we wanted to. Like back then, nobody was really doing anything inappropriate. So yeah, that's something I always remember about her. Um, Also, my music teacher when I lived in Louisiana was my first teacher to ever give me a solo and like to recognize my musical talent and ability. So I'll never forget my first musical solo, and it was singing, bro. I sang a solo in the song The First Noel. The first Noel, the angels did say, whatever the words are. That song. Yeah. And she also gave me a drum solo, and I was in the newspaper. My mom still has that newspaper clipping. But yeah, my first band teacher, I can't remember the lady's name. All I know is that she plays the bassoon. That was her primary instrument, was bassoon. And as a part of like the gifted and talented program in my elementary school, they were allowing us in fourth grade and fifth grade to start a band program in our elementary school. And it was great. I loved it. And that's how I ended up playing the saxophone. Can't remember the lady's name for anything. But yeah, it wasn't Miss Bardwell. It was another lady. She was pregnant at the time. But like, I'll never forget her because she's the one who started me. And that's it for my elementary teachers that really, nope. Sixth grade was elementary school in Hawaii. And I had Mr. What was his name? David, started with a K. I had a male band director in sixth grade, which was elementary school in Hawaii. And we just called him Mr. K. Mr. K, he was really cool. He was very young. He was probably about my age now, how I think back on it. And he really helped grow our elementary school band program. And he was a cool guy. Like, he was chill. I really liked him a lot for music. I just remember him being really nice and really growing our band because it wasn't the most popular thing to do. But yeah. All right. I have that shade in my crease. I was blending it for a long time because I was talking. But next, we're going to go into the shade Played Out. It's a deeper brown, matte brown on the bottom row right here. I'm going to use the same brush to deepen up my crease. Now, this brush is quite big. So I'm trying to be very careful with where I place it. Like a little bit goes a long way. These shadows are actually really nice. They have a really nice pigmentation to them. And I'm not really experiencing any fallout with these shadows. There's a little bit in the pan, but not bad at all. Like nothing crazy or dramatic. But yeah, I think that's it for my elementary school teachers. I had a really cool science teacher in elementary school too. At that school, it's called Roy Williams Elementary School in Maryland. I'm the one where we switch classes and stuff. And I had the music teacher, the band director there, the math teacher, and Miss Nasuda. That school was just a really great school. Oh, and Mr. Stump. He was my PE teacher at that school. And Mr. Stump was really funny. I just remember his class being a lot of fun and doing jump rope for heart. Loved that. Yeah, it was just a good time. That school was just a great school. Our mascot was the eagle. I still remember that. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to talk about Kapuna Eaton. So when I moved to Hawaii I moved there halfway through fifth grade. Halfway through fifth grade and then through sixth grade, I had this lady named Kapuna Eaton. She was our like general music teacher. So she wasn't doing band, but she was our general music teacher. And we sang in Hawaiian. We learned about Hawaiian culture, Hawaiian music, Polynesian music in her class. And I'll never forget Kapuna Eaton because she was one of the first people like outside of my family during like a very difficult time when I was dealing with lots of insecurity and like self-image issues. She was one of the few people that made me feel beautiful, not just intrinsically or internally on the inside, but also on the outside. She used to just tell me that I was beautiful, not like in a creepy way. Like homegirl was old enough to retire. Like she was really up there. She was very old. But like she just made me feel really beautiful and like really valued. Like she made me feel seen and important. Something Kapuna Eaton did. And she used to let us hang out in her room. And by us, I mean me and my like top 5 friends from elementary school whose names I still remember and I keep in contact with them. It was Marissa, Shayla, Kirsten, Maya, and Mary Frances. And I'm still friends with all of them, I think, on Facebook. Yes. We all went to Iroquois Point Elementary School. And I still remember the school song from Iroquois Point Elementary School, which she taught to us. I will sing it for you. Are you ready for this? We are the children of Iroquois School. 'Tis our hearts full of pride. We stand together hand in hand and pledge to keep our honor high. To thy name we promise to be loyal, faithful, and true. Iroquois, to thee our song shall be all hail, hail, hail. Like, I still remember that song. So yeah, she was just a great woman, great music teacher. Really enjoyed her class. All right, we're going to keep it simple today. For the lid, I think I'm going to use this shade Strut and Slay. I mean, that's something that she says at the end of every video, Shayla. So let's go ahead and put that on the lid. It is a beautiful rose goldish kind of color. Bronzy gold, that one. We're going to put that on the lid. I'm going to use my finger. Oh, wow. Wow, that pigment. It's really pretty. Like I said, we're going to keep it neutral, keep it simple today. So yeah, you can totally get neutral looks with this palette. You can add pops of color. You can be bold and colorful. There's lots of options with this palette. That's the first thing I noticed when I opened it up. And saw what was inside with my own eyes in person. It actually looks really pretty with my bonnet. Ooh, this shade is pretty. And no, I was not about to curse for any of my students out there that see this video. But yeah, I think that's it for teachers from elementary school that really impacted me, that I can really, truly remember them and how they made me feel. Like, you know that quote, people will forget what you say, they'll forget what you do, but they'll never forget how you make them feel. And I think that's something I need to work on myself. Because, you know, being teacher, bro, you lose your patience. And sometimes the way these students make me feel, I want to make them feel that way back sometimes, especially the older ones, especially the ones that know, like 5th graders. You know you are wrong. Stop. Just stop it, kids. So, like, that's just something to always keep in mind, no matter what your profession is. And I just want my kids to feel comfortable in my room. And most of the time they do. Like, I tell from the stuff they be trying to tell me. I'm like, don't tell me that. And a lot of them, like, are going to miss me. They've been telling me, like, we're really going to miss you. And I think it's because, like, no matter where I am, like, yes, I'm professional in my classroom, but I'm also still myself. That's one thing that anyone can tell you. Like, no matter what environment I am in, I am still myself. I am a very silly person. I like to have fun, okay? I like to have fun. That's one thing I love about the school that I work at now. Like, I love my administration because of the same way. Like, we are all professional, but we're all still ourselves. Like, we're not, like, putting on some fake, like, Hello, everyone. Welcome to music. I would like for everyone to sit down, take out your textbook, and we're going to turn to page 56. I want you to read the first paragraph. I want you to highlight some key musical terms in that paragraph and underline words that you don't understand. All right, kids. If you have any questions, make sure you raise your hand. Like, no one's fake. Like, we're true. We are our true, authentic selves. I'm using a smaller brush to apply this same lid shade Stratton Slay just into that inner crevice where I can't get with my finger because my finger's too big. With my finger, I'm also kind of defining the front portion of it. Kind of like a cut crease, but not at all, because we're not doing that. Not today. I just want to define that area. So this is a really simple, really natural look. It's really pretty, really easy. We're going to figure out what we're going to put on the lower lash line. I could have some fun. We're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to take the shade Titus, which is like a shimmery gray shade right here. I don't think it's duochrome. Let me see. Nope, it's just like a shimmery taupey gray shade. It's really pretty. I'm going to put that all on my lower lash line just for some added like, I'm going to use the same little brush I just wiped off the previous shade. Yeah, it's definitely really, it almost like looks a little purple. It's like a taupey grayish purple shade. And it's rather cool toned compared to what's on my lid. So it's kind of a cool contrast going on with warm and cooler tones. Yep, I'm going to put that all across my lower lash line. This shade would be really pretty on the lid one day. Speaking of my lid, either Thursday night or Friday morning, I'm driving to my mom's, well, not my mom, but my parents' house. So my mom is graduating from college Friday morning. This is her second associate's degree that she's getting. And now she's going to pursue her bachelor's in early childhood education. From the University of South Carolina, I believe. So yeah, it's really exciting. My mom has had so many different like career fields. She's kind of like me where she has a lot of things she's good at. So the first thing I remember my mom doing besides like substituting and working with kids and like working at like child development programs and after school programs and stuff like that and CDC, Child Development Center. Yeah. Other than working with kids was that she was a medical receptionist and like certified in that. So she knew like a lot of medical terminology and stuff. We're going to take the shade TF. What does that stand for? This gold right there. I'm going to put that in my inner corner. Oh, Nola looks so precious on the bed. You okay, mommy? She looks precious. I'm using the same brush. I'm going to put this in my inner corners. Does that stand for what I think it stands for? TF? But yeah, what else has she done? Yeah, she was a medical receptionist for a while. So she could work in a hospital or a clinic, you know. I remember her learning all those words and reading those medical books like about anatomy and whatnot. She's done a lot of stuff, my mom. She also taught English as a second language when it was called that on the military base to the wives of soldiers who didn't or who wanted to, I guess, improve their English skills or that spoke limited English. And I used to go with her to those classes after school, like during the summer. So she's done a lot of cool stuff. All right, so this is the eyeshadow look. It's really simple, very neutral, you know, nothing crazy. Just gonna add mascara to this. I don't want to do liner today. We're gonna keep it simple, but it's really, really pretty. The shadows perform really nice. They're very easy to apply, very easy to blend. No complaints with any of that kind of stuff. I'm just gonna take the brush I used to apply the foundation just to sweep away any fallout and try and sweep away some of the excess glitter on my face. Yeah, I'm satisfied with the shadow. We're gonna go in with the Tarte Man-Eater mascara. I'm trying to use this up before I toss it. This is a really good mascara, but I wouldn't pay high-end prices for mascara. It was gratis from Ulta. But it is a really good mascara. I really have enjoyed it for the time that it has lasted. Honestly, it doesn't even feel like a Monday to me because, like, since I work 7 days a week, some Mondays don't really feel like Mondays. Like, I was prepared to wake up early, even though I went to bed later than what I normally do because I was binge watching Jane the Virgin season 4. We on season 4 now? Yeah, I've been binge watching that. I'm trying to finish that by this Friday. I should be able to. Actually, I want to finish it by Wednesday, if I'm honest. So that's my goal for that show. But yeah, like I don't really feel tired or anything. I don't really feel like I need to go get any coffee. Normally, I will go pick up some coffee some days after I leave here, even though I drink a cup of tea. I did meal prep this week. I just need to pack it up. I made meatballs and rice. That's such a, like, I made that, I don't even know how long ago, but it was just so good. I was like, I need to do this again. And it's so easy and fast. And I don't have to think about it. So I was like, I'm doing that again. So that's what I'll have for lunch this week. So yeah, I don't feel tired or anything either. I feel just like, just gonna keep going to work like I do every other day of the week. But I'm sure once I get to like 3rd grade today, I'm gonna be like, not ready. I don't know. Yesterday, whenever I walked into Ulta, because I left, they let me leave a little early to like have lunch and then like come back for our training. As soon as I walked in, both times, I instantly like felt tired, like really, really sleepy. It was very strange. Like there's something in the air, like a sleeping gas was in the air. Walk in and feel tired instantly. And it like never went away while I was there. But nobody else was feeling that way, so I don't know. Maybe it was just me. Maybe I'm just tired of Ulta. But no, I enjoy working there a lot. All right, I'm just applying mascara to my lower lashes as well. This look is not meant to be too intense or like too glam. So I'm not going to build my lashes up too much more, just enough to where they can be seen and they're nicely lengthened and separated. Oh, we're allowed to dress down every single day this week, which is cool. Because I don't have to think about what I want to wear. If I want to wear jeans, I can put on jeans. If I want to wear a t-shirt, I can wear a t-shirt. Speaking of, I need to do a look wearing my t-shirt from Takia, Dr. Takia, from Getting Grown podcast with Jade and Kia. I have on her shirts and I want to take pictures in that this week. Maybe I'll do that Wednesday or tomorrow. I know I want to do a bold lip with that lip, but I'm trying to decide what color. Probably red. Red lips just look really good on me. I feel like a red lip looks good on everyone. Once you find that red that looks good on you, like it's so pretty. I wore a red lip for Cinco de Mayo, and it was just so pretty. Like I love that look with the green highlighter. Like I got so many compliments. So yeah, but I really like this neutral eye look too. Like this shade on my lid, Strut and Slay, is totally like a nice everyday shade. It looks good with brown eyes too. And I like tightest on the lower lash line. That's really nice. Having that gray down there. Okay, let's do my hair. Oh, I need to do a lip color. So Makeup Shayla came with a gloss. I only got the gloss. And I'm feeling like we're going to see what this looks like. It's called Neat Freak. The packaging is beautiful. I want to see what this looks like on its own on my lips. It's very sparkly. Ooh, that's pretty. There's a lot of glitter in this gloss. It looks really pretty on the lips. I don't think I even want to put on lipstick. We're going to keep it simple and just wear the gloss today because I think it looks really pretty. I feel a little strange because my eyes are kind of like made up, but I think the gloss looks pretty on its own. So that's my lip. And again, her gloss is called Neat Freak. It is really pretty. You can't see the glitter on camera. But the glitter actually matches the eyeshadow. Whoa. Let's do my hair. So this is my hair. This is my little twist out that now looks like a straight up janky afro because of the humidity. Shout out to South Carolina. But we're just going to put this in a puff. So it's still soft though, that's the thing. So, but it needs to be washed. Like this can't go on. This can't go on any longer. So I'm going to get my stretchy headband I like to use. I have a couple down here. Let's use this one. So I take these headbands and I stretch them out on a chair or on my bathroom cabinet because I like to double them up. And y'all have seen me do a puff. We're going to do a very simple puff. Like no flashy edges, no nothing. Like the most simple puff I could do. We're also going to be using some eco-style gel. Let's see what's down here. We're going to use the argan oil because this one holds pretty good. We only need to hold for today because it's going to get washed out. And I don't want to use Eco Gold because I actually like that one for my wash and goes. So I'm going to spray the edges of my hair carefully to not mess up my makeup. As you can see, the water kind of rolls off my hair. So I kind of have low to normal porosity hair. So water doesn't really soak in immediately. It literally kind of rolls off my head. And we don't want it to roll onto my face. So I'm like smoothing it into my hair. You just want to moisten the perimeter. Just rub the water in. Okay. After you get the water rubbed into the perimeter, you're going to take a gel. I'm going to be using the Eco Style Argan Oil. You're going to take a generous amount. I'm taking a lot because I want this puff to look nice, even though my hair is crusty. And I'm going to liberally apply this around the perimeter of my head. You want to do the whole perimeter, even behind my ear. Make sure I get that area. The entire perimeter, especially the back, because the back is so short now. Get some extra back here. Make sure you just get the whole perimeter. And then if there's any left over, I kind of just mush it in. And then you're going to take a brush, a boar bristle brush, a soft brush. I'm going to use this little one since my hair is shorter. And I'm going to start to smooth the gel into my hair and start to shape the puff. So pushing this hair back, smoothing it with this brush. You see I'm kind of doing a slight sweep of the edges. So we're not doing anything fancy. I'm just kind of swooping them down and up. And you're going to see a lot of buildup in my brush because my hair is dirty. Well, that's okay. And smoothing the back up. You're going to smooth to about where you think your puff is going to be. I'm going to do a hot puff. I'm just brushing. I'm smoothing with my hand. Brush and smooth. 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 Okay. So once you get it all smoothed, you take your headband, you carefully place it on the edges, and then roll it up. I like to roll it up so it smooths the hair even further. And then you fluff and pull on your ends to shape it, and then you can push it up how high you want it to go. I'm just going to push it to here. The higher up you push it, the smaller your puff is going to get because it's almost like you're making a ponytail. So you're pulling all that hair towards the center. The lower you put it, the bigger your puff will look. If you want to take a smaller toothbrush to work on the edges of your hair, you can do that. I'm literally just going to use it to further smooth for my edges. Like I said, I'm not doing anything fancy today. I'm going to take a little bit more. I'm just kind of swooping them down and back. So I'm not really going to do baby hairs. I just want everything to go back into the puff. And I go over the back as well. And then you just shape your ends, and that is it. You see how there's makeup missing there? So what I do is I take the brush I use for my powder, and I just kind of blend into my edges a little bit. So that's not as obvious. On camera, you can see the difference in the tone. My scalp is kind of reddish, whereas my face and the rest of me is not this like reddish tone. So you can kind of see a little bit of demarcation, but if it really bothers you, go over with powder. I don't really care that much because in person it doesn't look as obvious. But I just kind of take the powder brush, whatever's left over, and I just sweep into those hairs lightly. So this is my look. Oh, my nose is running. My nose is running. What time is it? Oh, 6:20. Yeah. I need to get dressed, pack my lunch, and go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. What earrings do I want to wear? Do I want puppy paws? Do I want music notes? I don't know. I'm really liking this look. I feel like I might take a picture at school when I get to the schoolhouse. But yeah, this is like a super simple, easy look. This is one of my go-to hairstyles for real. Oh yeah, I feel kind of crusty. Yeah, we're washing this tonight because I can't with this hair anymore. I can't do this any longer. I'll figure out what jewelry I'm going to wear later. Hope you guys enjoyed the look using the Makeup Shayla Perception palette in collaboration with Colourpop. I used, 4 or 5 shades. Transition, outer corner, lid, lower lash line, inner corner. So yep, I used 5 shades, and we'll do a different look tomorrow. We'll play with the neutral looks and the colors. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next video. Bye.